Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be continuing the NASCAR Heat 2 career mode. Now, as you can see on the screen, the season is finished. After I got done recording the last episode, this popped up, and I was going to wait until today to actually do it, but I think for some reason, because I waited and didn't go ahead and do it right when it popped up, it messed something up because no matter what contract I signed, it kept on crashing the game when I chose to continue season 1. So hopefully this will work. So let's go and look at the contracts here. 8 different teams available. Nice. Now, because the last season was messed up and the contracts, no matter which one I signed, it kept on crashing the game, I actually had to reset the career mode, go back through and do all 8 different races again. I think it was 8 to get to this point. So I did put it on easy just to get through it really quickly, and only put it on like 4%. So I got a few more wins than what I should have, but I had to do that really quick to get back through it and see if we can continue this career mode. So I do have 8 teams. Last time I had 6 teams, so winning more races, that's probably a factor there. So let's go look at them. What do we have? Now, looking at them previously, you got some 3-star equipment, some 4-star, and 5-star. The 5-star is the most paid per race, but I'm guessing that's also, they're going to expect you to be higher up every single race as well. So let's go see who the 5-star trucks are. The 8 truck, 87. Just a custom one. Ooh, the 4 truck, KBM. 51 under KBM. 46 under KBM. 18 under KBM. The number 27 under Thor Sport. The 88 under Thor Sport. 13 and the 98. Wow. All right, so which one should we choose? Now, this is a tough call. I wish I would have known about this last time, and then I could have had you guys, tell me which one. But either way, I think that's what kind of messed it up, is waiting and not doing it right away. So I'm going to have to just really, let's see here. I'm thinking about the 4, but maybe we'll go with the 98 in Thor Sport. Yeah, let's go with the 98, I think. Why not? All right, now this is the point where it usually crashes when I go to accept start season 1. Let's see if it works. Oh, it works. Thank you. Thank you. Brad Keselowski. All right, let's view this message.
Congratulations on your full-time ride in the Camping World Truck Series. We're all ready to see what you can do.
Let's see what the next race is. Your team will provide you with opportunities to earn more money through incentive contracts. If you successfully complete the requirements of the contract, you will receive a payout based on its difficulty. Okay. Incentive contracts. Current position, 12th place. Better payout at 10th place. As you do better in the standings, your team will reward you with better payouts. 10-4. Let's see here. All right, so if we go on easy, we've got to get top 15s. If we go on normal, we got to get top 10s and eventually lead a lap and qualify 3 times in the top 10. And if we go to challenging, we've got to get 5 top 5s and 2 wins. So I think normal we could probably do. We could probably get 5 top 10s. Oh, this is within the next 5 races, so we got to get all top 10s. Ooh. At least we don't have to get a win. Let's try and go for normal. Let's try and get top 10s here. We are in 5-star equipment, and it is on hard, so we'll see what we can do. All right, the first race is going to be at Daytona. Oh boy. All right, so we have made it to Daytona International Speedway. There is our truck, the number 98 Jive machine. We are supposed to potentially qualify in the top 10 and finish in the top 10. And if we can lead a lap, that'll take care of one of our requirements. So let's see what we can do here. Here we go. We are currently in 26th because that's where we qualified. Yeah. I'll get to the story here in a minute. A lot of things going wrong today. Well, we qualified 26 because in the last race I was in, with the hard difficulty, I started pulling away from the field. I qualified 19th and then got up into the front and started pulling away from everybody. And that's not really supposed to happen at Daytona. So we bumped up bumped up the difficulty to Legend. I need to get to the inside here. I bumped it up to Legend so that I might not actually run away from the entire field here at Daytona. Oh, not clear. Not clear. So yeah, we're on Legend difficulty. Just to see if maybe we don't run away from the field here. This is how I started moving up in the previous race when I was on hard. Got to the bottom line. Just kept on undercutting them when they went high. Taking positions one row at a time. Okay, what the hell was that? Come on. I am using a custom setup I found on YouTube. I don't know if it's really good or not, or if it was just because of the hard difficulty, no matter kind of what you ran, you was going to start running away from them. I don't know. It seems to be doing all right. What kind of fuel situation we at? 19 more laps. We're going to be able to go the entire way here. Now I did also change it, because I put it on Legend difficulty, I did take it down to 2 times normal tire and fuel. I thought that was a pretty good trade-off. I do like pitting, but a lot of times the way these AI run, especially on pit road entry and exit, they'll tear you up. You lose some spots on pitting under green flag usually. Which I don't mind because, you know, it was on an easier difficulty, but going up to Legend, yeah, I don't think I'd be able to actually do some green flag stops and get away with it unless we had a much longer race. because we're still only doing 25% race length. Just working our way up here.
Get to the bottom, get to the bottom. Easy, easy. Easy, easy. Hold your line. Still there, he's outside.
All right, so we're up into 10th here.
Easy, easy.
Try and stay in this draft while we're still going by this guy. Up to 189, 190. Ho ho!
Still a car out there. Clear out low.
Yeah, if you use that draft, you can definitely get
Clear high, get up there.
a lot more speed. Oh, Coughlin stay on the bottom because
Clear.
Bell went up to the top side. Coughlin going high.
Hold your line.
We're going to chop my nose off.
All clear.
See, they always drift high there.
Hold the bottom.
All right, so we are up into, well, we're still saying, now we're into first, okay. Now, if we start running away from these guys on legendary or legend difficulty, I don't know what else to do. Because I was running away on hard difficulty. I got up to like 1.4 seconds away. I was like, I think I need to go back and bump up the difficulty here. I still don't know what went wrong when I was trying to choose my contracts earlier. Like I said, I think because I quit out of the game and didn't do it like immediately, for some reason it wasn't saving whatever choice I made, and the game would crash immediately when I started to try and start season 1. Every single time, no matter what contract I decided to go with. So like I said, I had to reset the career mode, go back through, and race all 8 races again for the hot seat offers, just to see if it was going to work. And thankfully it did work, but it did take a lot longer than what I thought it would. Even putting it on easy and putting on like 4% time for the race, it still took a while, so I'm just glad to be on season 1. Alright, so it seems we're not really pulling away too far. They are staying within distance here. 0.3, 0.3 of a second back. That's not bad. Alright, so we already have completed leading a lap, so we don't have to ever lead another lap for our bonus stuff from the team. But I don't know on legend difficulty if we're going to be able to actually qualify in the top 10. Because for some reason qualifying, they're always much better than you are. But in the race, I can run away from them like this. I mean, well, we're not running away from them, but I was able to go, from 26 all the way up to first. So you would think if I was able to do that in the race, then I should be able to qualify at least in the top 10 for qualifying. But no, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, I didn't actually use a bunch of tape on my qualifying run, so maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. They're saying 13 laps here, 12 laps of fuel. Uh-oh. We might not have enough fuel left at the end of this, even with the 2 times tire wear. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Because we are out front. It's not exactly like we're saving fuel here. I don't know. When does it switch over? All right, there it switched, going into turn 1. All right, so going into turn 1, it switched over to 11 laps. We'll have to see if it does the same next lap. They're catching me. They're catching me. Oil temp is 199. I'm wondering if maybe, I don't know what the max is before it starts overheating. Wondering if I can maybe run more tape than what I'm currently running. The setup I got off of YouTube was running 60 tape, so I don't know if that was just for qualifying or for the race as well. We'll see. All right, so it just slipped over to 10 laps, and that's about coming out of the exit of 2. So maybe by the time we get down to the last lap, because it keeps on going further and further each time when it jumps down to the next one. So maybe, just maybe, by the time it gets around, we'll have just enough to do one more lap. At least I hope. I don't know. But then again, maybe a caution will come out. But I'm afraid if a caution does come out, I don't know. If a caution does come out, we're probably not going to pit because we should have enough fuel with the caution to make it the rest of the way. So yeah, hopefully. Maybe a caution will come out. Save us. All right, 10 laps to go. And it's saying we got 9 laps of fuel. Oh boy. See, it just switched down into 8 going into turn 3 there. So it keeps on going further and further. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though, to make it one whole more lap. I don't think it's going to. Maybe I should start saving fuel now. I don't know. I don't know how NASCAR Heat 2 quantifies the fuel. Is it based on the throttle? Is it based on... I don't know. Because they're right behind me. 0.2 of a second. But it looks like there's only a group of like 1 or 2 right there, so... Yeah, now it's switched down to 7 coming out of turn 4. I'm going to start laying off the throttle a little bit, go about 90% throttle here. See if that'll work. It looked like he was catching me on that back straight, but during the corners, slowing down a little bit. So just trying to keep it right above like 7,000 RPMs. If we just stay on, oh, yellow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that just saved us. All right, we're not gonna pit. Everybody else is pitting. I'm not gonna pit. I'm not gonna pit. Let's advance to the green. I don't think we need the fuel. Everybody else pit, but I did not. All right, let's go.
Ready. Steady. Stay sharp. Your rain's coming.
All right, we got 6 laps of fuel. We've only got about 4 laps to go. So, plus we're starting up in front now. Yeah. Because if we would have ended up pitting, we could have lost some spots on pit road, I think. I don't know if NASCAR Heat 2 does that, where you've got a certain amount of chance of losing spots or something. It'd be interesting, though. Try and keep crafting behind me here. I don't know if this is tires or... No, I need to stay on the bottom. There we go. Yep. Stay on the bottom. They love the bottom. Unless they're coming out of a corner, then they'll drift up. Gonna have 2 more laps here. Hopefully they don't get a huge run like they did early on. Although on restarts, I think because we're using automatic transmission, they get a much better restart than I do. So I think that outside line just... The inside line was kind of stuck behind me and couldn't go faster, but that outside line was able to get up to speed a lot quicker, so I think that's probably why they got the run. Yeah, saying we got 3 laps of fuel, plenty. What are our tires at? 80%? 89, 85, 79. Not too bad. I thought early on it was because of the tires that was going a lot faster, but I really think it's because of the automatic transmission. I stacked up the bottom line on that restart. The outside was able to just get going. They're currently 3/10 back. Last lap. Nope, not gonna happen. We're gonna get our first win of the year here. at Daytona. We wasn't able to qualify in the top 10, but we have led a lap, and we are going to get the win here, so that'll be a top 10. At least we got a couple things done for our requirements. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know, because on hard mode I was definitely running away from them. So I backed out, put it back on legendary, took the tire and fuel wear down to 2 instead of 3. Kind of give a compromise there. And I thought it would be much harder actually, so I don't know. I don't know what to do other than legend difficulty here, so maybe because it was Daytona, it was much easier to just kind of get around them, and I don't know. We'll have to see what happens in future races, but we end up getting our first win here in the 98 truck. First win of the season. So we're going to be on the top of the points for the Camping World Truck Series. Speed rating of 105. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and look at this message here.
Great job. Your first win as a NASCAR driver.
Congrats on your first truck race. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do this season.
All right, Christopher Bell says, Rock, Paper, Sim, your stats are starting to look pretty good with those 5 lifetime wins. Keep them coming. Hashtag up and coming. All right, so we did, okay, as you've seen on the check boxes there, we did get 3 out of the 4. We did not get a qualify top 10, but I think on this legend, I don't know if it's going to be possible or not. It's going to be pretty hard. We'll have to see. I might have to ramp up the tape quite a bit during qualifying to get a top 10. But that's the episode for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. I had quite a bit of fun going through the process today of restarting the career, doing 8 different races before I could get to this one. But I hope it was worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you join us for the next one. Thanks, guys. Take care.